And now we have our Iteo with us for our final arts and culture segment of the week. Now today he will be telling us about what he tells me, art performance. All right, so let's bring him in. Good afternoon to you, Teo.
Good afternoon and happy Friday.
Happy Friday to you as well. All right, Teo, you said this is an art performance, and I'm not quite sure what you meant by this. I mean, art performance. Is it artistic performance or what?
No, actually, I really did mean art performance because this performance that I'll be introducing you to today is actually a welcome sight for the eyes as well as a joy for the ears as well. But most of all, it's a performance that you definitely don't want to miss this weekend. Audiovisual, not audio and visual, but two words that are combined to make one. Together, they are combined to create not just one word, but one work of art. And currently, there are numerous artists in numerous genres experimenting with both art and sound. So, what exactly is audiovisual then? Son Ju-young, the curator of the Aleph project, explains it best.
It is the presentation of many different forms of sound combined with visuals.
The project is currently on display at the Seoul branch of the Museum of Modern and Contemporary Art, where you will have the opportunity to experience this up-and-coming form of contemporary art. The Korean artist, the Tacit group, will be performing at MMCA Seoul as part of the Aleph project this weekend on Saturday and Sunday. The duo consists of Chang Jae-ho, who is a professor of music technology at the Korea National University of Arts, and techno-musician Lee Jin-won, who performs under the name Kajebal. The two started working together in 2009 with a performance at the Tusan Arts Center, and since then, they have been invited to perform all over the world at renowned venues such as Chicago's Museum of Contemporary Art and Lincoln Center in New York, as well as the Aarhus Festival in Denmark. It is a unique performance that requires a great deal of preparation. 6 separate stations are set up for 6 performers who will all be contributing to the creation of both the visual and the musical aspects of the performance, both of which are different for each performance and can change at a moment's notice. And the reason behind this? Well, it just so happens the reason and the process, not the output, but the input, is the main focal point of the Tacit group.
The core of our work is neither audio nor visual, but the algorithm. It is about the procedure or the system, the rules. So when we work on our projects, we start from there. We first think of the system and the rules. From there, the audio and visual aspects are created.
So, simply stated, a system is created with a very simple input. And for every different kind of input, there is a corresponding output. That output then becomes the sights and sounds that the audience listens to while watching the visual effects. The system and input can be anything, ranging from the biology of the human body to a simple classic video game that determines and constantly changes the output. During this performance of Tacit Group's Six Pac-Man, the player of the game also becomes the composer of the music. In essence, a world is created with rules and boundaries, then is let loose to create an ever-changing world of sights and sounds that changes with each action of the performer and each interaction with either the computer or each other. It is a truly unique performance that is never the same and is always evolving, adapting, and growing within the set of rules of the algorithm. And if anything, it is a performance that you definitely need to see and hear.
I think definitely so, Teo. You definitely need to be there and experience it to know, because I can't, to be honest with you, I can't quite get a grasp of what this is. It's definitely not your typical, run-of-the-mill performance. I can see that, but basically they're using their laptops as music instruments to compose this new music that involves audio and visual effects.
That's exactly correct. Now, the performers use their laptops and work a system or a program in the computer that is made up of algorithms. So basically, each person or each performer sits at their little station and is playing. For example, we saw Pac-Man. Every time they die or come back to life or eat an item, the music and the visuals for the whole performance change. So it's never the same thing. It's always dynamic and changing.
So I'm just wondering, how would their concert look like?
Well, that's a question actually they got a lot, and I asked myself as well, because if the game never ends, the music never changes, and the concert would never end. But they have set rules for that as well. So whenever all the players finish claiming all their items, they go to the next stage, and after 21 levels, the game is over, and they go to their next song.
So these players, will there be players more than the two of them, the composers, on the stage?
Yes, exactly. On the performance and all of their performances, there are actually 6 different members of the team that are performing together, and basically, which means there are 6 players. And Pac-Man isn't the only format that they use. They also use a format for Tetris, as well as the Korean language, the English language. So the worlds that they create for their music and visual is always different, and it can be anything, really.
So basically, it's a very new or novel idea for many of us. And do you have a tip for us to better enjoy this performance?
Well, I asked the Tacit group myself as well, because I was wondering how we can better enjoy this kind of unique performance. And what they told me was to look for the boundaries, look for the rules and inside the game while you're watching the performance. And it's kind of like finding the hidden picture within a large picture.
Definitely very interesting. Another very merge of arts and technology. So we look forward to this performance, and I think I would recommend our viewers to go check it out.